that or the other. But can you talk a little bit more about that concept of creating leaders of leaders that Steve just mentioned? And, leadership is earned, not something that comes from a viral social post or something. Like, I think we've seen just a lot shift in terms of this concept of leadership over the past several years.
I think we have too. It's a fascinating question. And social media, you have to be careful with social media, and not just believe everything that's there. I talk a great deal about instincts, and even when you're on the phone and I'm around people and you see a post, people immediately go, that can't be true. Kind of use these instincts and don't just be a part of a rumor mill. I go through this with people all the time. I'm like, where'd you hear that? That's not true. And they're like, yes, it is. It was, matter of fact, it was one of my best friends. And I'm like, where did you hear that? It's not true. And she got really frustrated with me, and she kind of put her phone in my face and she goes, here on X. I'm like, listen, really? That is opinions. We have to be careful with social media. And so if you're feeling it, that's not true. I'm not sure I believe that. Vet it for yourself. Make it upon yourself, if you're uncertain about self, to ask a question. Look, I wrote a book during COVID called Superman's Not Coming. Now, mind you, it's about our national water crisis, but it's what we can do about it. And for each one of us as an individual, don't just assume everything you hear, everything you read, that somebody else is doing it, that's really happening, they're going to do it for you, or something magical will change. No, it begins with you. So in social media, I think it's very important. Have fun with it, learn from it, but you can create your own content if you like. And I think that's the thing. Everybody wants to have a stage in life. We all do. But I think that when you get on there and you want that stage in life, that it's very important you're sending a clear, true message. And if you're watching something and somebody else is going down, take that leadership role, step up and say, hey, wait a minute. Disagree. And oftentimes we're afraid to do that because then everybody's going to get on a Twitter feed and call you a bunch of names. Who cares? It's important when you stand up for others, you're standing up for yourself. So I like social media too, but I question everything on it. I certainly don't believe everything that's on it. But if I'm interested in something, I vet it myself and I do further work. And then when I find out, wow, that's happening, I'm in.
I love that so much. I think